Yeah, no, I'm still in timeout.
I shake my head.
But it gave me false hope though, because it asked me if I wanted to go, and I messaged him. So when I go on my computer, it gives me a message saying that this use is restricted for whatever from going live.
This is what
But
happened.
if you believe this is an error, click here, and you can click here and explain. And I just keep asking, what the hell is going on? I've gotten no explanation on this.
This is what happened. It said yes, you can go live. It was about to go live. Saw what you were wearing, and was like, you know what? Fuck this. No, we're not reliable. No, nope, nope.
Why? There's people that are on Facebook that go live that look uglier than this mask.
Weren't you at a No Kings protest?
No, actually, I was like fucking. I was outside in the front of my house, fucking, with my crown, getting people to fucking bow to me. There is no kings but one, and that is me, King Versace. I mean, let's face it, we don't live in a kingdom world. Okay, like I asked someone today, do they celebrate No King's Day in North Korea? No. Okay, then. And to me, it just seems like a mockery, a joke. You want to mock the fact that you think that we have a dictator in power, that we have a king in power. But at the end of the day, we don't. We have an elected president. Your people voted for him. You've elected him to be the president. He didn't just come in here and take power. He went up against his opponent fair and square, and he won. And that's it. How is that a king? Like a king would have came in, fucking beheaded his opponent, been the last man standing. Hillary was more of a king. She sacrificed her pawns. She sacrificed her fucking rook, fucking Bernie Sanders, so she could be the fucking top dog. Who did Trump sacrifice to get to the top? No, not to, to get into office. Who did he actually sacrifice? Nobody in that last campaign. He didn't throw anybody under the bus. He just went out there and said, "Look," and then he got himself shot. Which I mean, that obviously helped too. But
I have to ask, what's on your face right now? Is that the same like face that Hillary Clinton carved off that little girl in the Red Room conspiracy theory?
I'm not going to answer that one. We're not going to talk frazzle drip on sinners and saints.
Frazzle. What the hell's frazzle?
Frazzle drip. Google it. There's a name for this whole thing.
Nah, I'm happy in my darkness.
Asking your therapist isn't going to help. They're part of the conspiracy.
Oh yeah, because they always target the problem. Always go to the problem.
So the therapists find the most distraught kids that won't be believable and actually push them towards these freaking people.
We all have our dark sides.
But we're not worried about that. We're worried about the fucking kings, man.
No, these are the masked kings.
Well, let me ask you something about that though. Like, shouldn't No King's Day be the same as the 4th of July because we defeated the Brits who had a king and queen monarchy and we became our own independent nation? So isn't that the day that we actually stood up to no kings? So shouldn't it be on the 4th of July?
That's correct.
I'm not an idiot. I like history. But I mean, I figured that was the last time that any of us have ever really done battle against the king. We've done dictators, yes, but this wasn't a no dictators day. This was a no kings day. We got people, going out there smashing crowns and shit. And I don't even support the guy. I don't support anybody, but I just think the holiday of the day is stupid. You want to protest poverty. You want to protest hunger. You want to protest fucking inequality. You want to protest fucking all the methadone fucking addicts and drug addicts getting more mental health than the people that fucking actually need it. Then go ahead. But don't make shit up to go protest when half of it's falsehoods and misbelief. Come on. And I don't even need a mask to fucking say that because I don't fucking honestly care. I think we're protesting the wrong thing. Do you want to protest? You want to use your First Amendment speech, like I just said? Why are all these therapists being cut the fuck out? And you can only see them if you have a drug addiction problem. I'm on a 9-month waiting list to talk to a therapist because I don't have a drug addiction problem. I can either go shoot heroin and get one tomorrow, or I have to wait. Where's the logic in that? If I, go out and, here's the other thing, I decide right now that, cannabis is what helps me from my medicine. A lot of it, cannabis is, you pay for it, right?
Right.
Insurance doesn't pay for it, but it is considered medicine. I go through a medical card and all that. But if I was a heroin addict and wanted to come off heroin, I'd be getting the methadone free at the methadone clinic, or my insurance would cover Suboxone, or my insurance would even cover OxyContin if I could get a fucking script for it. My insurance would cover any prescription painkiller or any drug that I needed.
Is it weak? You needed help.
Well, no, it's not. It's everybody else that's getting thrown to the side.
I'm not saying it's fair.
Mental health in this country is at an all-time low, and mostly because it's been hijacked by people that don't need it. Now, I understand that addiction's a rampant issue. I have no issue with addiction. I would never down addicts. I've known addicts. I know what addiction's like. I've been addicted to substances. It wasn't heroin. It wasn't fucking anything like that. But at one point, yeah, my body, I think, was addicted to alcohol. If not my body, my mind definitely was. And it was kind of a fight to get out of that because it was very hard to beat because it was all around me. It was legal. People were doing it. It wasn't, unless it was a problem, why would it be a problem? It's everywhere. Everybody fucking gets drunk, right? Everybody goes to parties. I wasn't getting DUIs. I wasn't getting any of these issues like that. I wasn't fucking Paul Pierce out there. I wasn't fucking, any of those people playing, God and risking lives. But it got to the point where I was getting into stupid ass trouble, even walking home because I'd fall or fucking get into stupid ass arguments with people. And it wasn't worth it at the end. Plus, I was getting older and hangovers just suck. I don't like hangovers. Weed don't cause a hangover.
True.
But even that, like I said, I know what addiction's about, but that doesn't mean that it needs to cut down on the mental health that people have that don't have addiction issues. And might I add you that they don't consider my previous alcohol addiction to be covered under their clause because I haven't drank it in like 10 years like that, or, I don't consider myself addicted anymore, an alcoholic. I never did that, but that is no longer an issue they won't consider. It has to be an active addiction.
It's like these days, it's like going to Vegas. It's like wherever you get for like fucking help these days, it's fucking crapshoot.
The best help you can get in Vegas is peyote. Go to the desert, get some peyote, trip your balls out for a whole weekend with a good friend, do fun things, enjoy nature, and you'll be a new person when you come back. It's a very spiritual drug. Native Americans use it for years.
I know.
Same thing with shrooms, same thing with any of this stuff. If you do it in small doses and you're with the right people in the right atmosphere, it's actually more therapeutic than fucking 10 months of fucking antidepressants.
So let me ask you, if I just hypothetically speaking, if I was in the market, would you know anyone for shrooms?
If you were buying shrooms, would I know anybody that was selling them?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that I don't, because I don't know anybody who's selling shrooms. I do know that if you wanted to get into shrooms, well, I've been told, because I do follow a few Instagram accounts, to just buy spore kits and grow them yourself. And you can it's actually legal to grow.
Yeah, but they stink right here. They like really fucking stink up this place. shrooms.
Well, no, the grow kits come in a bag. You buy a bag of
Yeah,
whatever it's already ready. You put them in there,
yeah.
and you just grow it, and then you put it in the closet. And 6 months later, you got shrooms.
And you can, these are hallucinogens.
Yes, the spores are, the hallucinogen spores. There's a guy that does an Instagram where that actually does shrooms. Like he grows shrooms on his page. Like his whole page is about growing shrooms. But he grows them in the most weirdest place. Like he grows them in an old pair of sneakers. He grows them in an old toy. He grows them in fucking the places that you wouldn't even want to eat them. Then he fucking eats them right on cam. So like, it actually, in some ways, that no one's criminalizing that page. The page is monetized. So it's like the
Yeah.
study of shrooms is becoming very big. I know it was on the mass ballot. Mass didn't have a clean enough plan. How are they going to execute it? How are they going to do it? You can't just say legalize shrooms without coming up with a game plan. Because unlike, cannabis, you take too many, you're going to fucking start seeing shit and talking to shit and fucking, it's going to get bad. You will hallucinate. You will trip your balls off. You will have fucking freakouts. If it's a bad trip, it'll be horrendous. That's why I say good friends, good atmosphere. Don't fucking do it by yourself in a fucking dark ass room. I mean, that's just looking for trouble. But, I mean, it is known now microdosing has also been told the way to go. You're taking little bits. You're not gonna, you're not gonna fucking start having full hallucinogens, but things will start to be brighter. Sounds will sound better, and it takes off this edge of anxiety, fear, depression. It removes that. I mean, I heard DMT is excellent. The fucking God molecule. The molecule supposedly that's in all of our bodies. Supposedly when we die, it just releases. That's why people fucking like hallucinate and shit when you croak. But or not, I don't know, because people that have smoked have said they understand the universe, and now I'm seeing these in pen form, and that's pretty wild. Like 2 or 3 hits, and you're basically on a 5-minute trip. You're just stuck, and you're starting to see these light pan tunnels, and everybody that smoked just sees beings and talks to these beings and these light beings, and they teach them secrets of the universe, and they come out of these 10 minutes fucking highs with this profound understanding and peace of the universe. It's fucking wild. I've seen it right before my eyes. I have not tried it, but I've seen it. I mean, hallucinogens are a touchy subject because a lot of them are, yes, they've been made illegal, but there's also a whole legal market for it. For instance, if you can find or you know how to grow plants, I mean, and well, if you know botany, like I've made pretty good hallucinogenics out of morning glories and morning glory seeds that was pretty fucking good with not enough arsenic to kill me. I mean, that's the key. You have to fucking, some of these plants are toxic, so you have to realize you have to microdose.
They say a lot of people are successful by doing by using shrooms. They always have one trip that enlightens them, that gives them vision to get to where they're at.
It all depends on what your fucking point of this trip is. I mean, if you're a shaman or you're out in the middle and you're trying to ask questions and you're trying to seek God, you're going to have a different experience than the 5 kids in the woods having a party tonight.
Sure.
If you're going in there for a profound experience, then you probably will find that. If you're going in for a fun night, then you might find that. It's when, like I said, you're unfamiliar. And there should always probably be someone that's straight or at least has enough of a tolerance that they don't get fucked up. Right? Like I have a good weed toss, so I could go with 3 people. They could do 20 dabs, be fucked up. I could do 20 dabs, and I'll still make sure everybody's safe. I'm not going to be passing out, slurring, and fucking all fucked up. Like, I'll know what's going on. And you should have somebody when you're doing the shrooms too like that, because if everybody's tripping out, then there's going to be nobody to get you out. It's not like other hallucinogenics. I think it's safer than acid. While acid does have its own benefits, it's more electric. It's more fucking blast, more bang in your face, right? Mushrooms are nature. It's again finding things that have already been growing and grown for millions of years. It's not in the main man lab. It's not something that people are creating to get you fucked up. It's there to or to have it. And the other thing, other animals in the kingdom, we're not the only ones that like to get high. I mean, you got other animals that like dolphins. They do some with the puffer fish because the venom gets them fucking high. You got other animals in the animal kingdom. They use other animals to get high, like poisonous frogs and shit, to eat the venom and trip out. So I mean, creatures in general like to be high.
I was, that's
I was watching fucking Willy Wonka last night because my kid watched it, the original one, and that was a really dark film. I think if you really watch it again as an adult, you can catch a lot of things. But one of the things Willie said, and was very true, was that candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker.
yeah.
And it goes to show you that, I mean, like I said, I mean, these drugs exist, these drugs are out there, but it's what you do with them and how you portray them that give them this negative or positive light. If I'm out there selling dime bags of weed to fucking middle school kids, that gives weed a very bad light. But if I'm sitting home curing my PTSD by, smoking a vape, then it's putting it in a good light. It's the same with all these things. Unfortunately, the negatives always overdraw the positives, and a lot of these drugs have been taken over by illegal markets, cartels, other things. You're never going to find clean cocaine because it's always going to come with a danger of trying to buy it.
Are you okay?
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
You look miserable.
You always
look so miserable for it.
I'm always miserable. I'm fucking home all day. I got the wife in bed. I got a fucking kid up my ass.
Okay, I'm just making sure we're happy. I'm just trying to make sure our partners are.
I try to keep the smile, but if the guy puts his gun down that's sitting next to me, I kind of fucking drop my guard a little bit. But no. It's true. Certain drugs, you're never going to get it like a clean sale of health on a book of clean health because it's been already like taken over by certain markets and now politicalized. I mean, that's why the U.S. going to war off of Venezuela with fucking cartel boats and shit blowing cocaine barrels up and stuff. And heroin's a dirty business, and fucking fentanyl has ruined that market. And
why not? Attack. Go. Trump.
But the shrooms, the hallucinogenics has always been like, yeah, you can find these from the cartels and shit, but you know who's going to have the best shit? Some fucking do-it-yourself hippie in his basement. Some grow-it-your-own. He's going to got the hookup. He's making the fucking synthetics. He's making the fucking good fucking shrooms. He's got them going. I said, this dude's growing in an old sneakers, and it's probably blown people's minds. He's not selling them, though, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And that's why I think hallucinogenics could do well, because I don't think the illegal market for it doesn't have a grasp on it. It's still like the individual that's got and growing and doing this shit. Do some people grow in abundance of deals? Sure, but you're not finding, kilos of fucking shrooms coming across the border.
It's always more on the harder drugs, not like shrooms or anything marijuana.
Marijuana was because the government treated it like heroin. It got treated like a hard drug by the cartels and the other people, and it was shipped and bricked over. Unfortunately, that was their own doing, though. The U.S. did that to themselves by taking this and making it such putting it in a class of drugs that it should have never been in. Why? Because fucking Reagan's old lady said so? Talk about no King's Day. Where's the protest to that? This bitch comes on and says drugs are bad, and all of a sudden everybody got to put down the weed? Come on.
I just don't understand the world we're
Just
living
say no. Just say no. Well, who's asking? That's what I want to know. Who's asking? They prepped us for fucking years in elementary school. People going to be offering you free drugs and shit. You got to say no. Got to say no. Just say no. Don't do this. Dare to not do drugs. You know what? There hasn't been one person ever that offered me a free fucking anything.
You are.
You know, the only people that are getting free drugs is the fucking girls in clubs getting free ecstasy or fucking something else because the guys ain't getting free shit. Ain't nobody hitting me up on the corners going, hey, buddy, try this fucking, yo, here's a bag of fucking dope, yo, shoot this up and hit me up. It's like, no, that does not happen. That's not the reality we live in.
I'm not proud of what I'm about to say. But it was my weekend with the kids. And I hearing all these protests around. I was like, nope. Victorson has to take care of his kids. So I get the private jet. We get on it. We take off. And I'm thinking to myself, we're going to go to Sin City. We're going to Vegas. And we were flying over the strip. It was like a horror movie of like zombies taking over the strip with all the No Kings protests going on. It was just horrifying to see just.
That is horrifying because how the fuck do these people lose their concentration gambling to go out and protest? They should be in deep lock with their slot machines, cards, fucking gambling, women. They're going to stop that to protest? I would have
Yep.
been pissed. If I was Vegas and I was at a hotel owner, I wouldn't let anybody protest and come back into the hotel. Go home now. You don't belong in Vegas.
Yes, it was just.
Vegas is all about the Kings. Everywhere you look is fucking Elvis.
I know. I know.
Okay, he is the king. He's out there, he might have had an underage girl. Well, I mean, all the kings did. The king of pop did too. I mean, he had little boys.
God, it took 3 people to tell me they're not zombies after I decided to drop my shotgun. Took out a couple of people, but
Did you?
zombies,
Zombies are zombies. I mean, there's not
Really, zombies. I'm sorry. It's like
zombies in the desert all look alike. I'm
it's like
sorry.
gangs.
Were they holding Were they holding signs?
No, they were like dressed up in cosplay.
Oh well, then it's fucking only protesters wear signs. Zombies wouldn't hold a sign, so they had to be real zombies.
I'll put the blame on Michael. It'll be accidental, and it's like he'll be released to care of his father, and it's all good.
Eh,
That's why we have sons.
isn't that like what do they call that? Margin of error?
Yeah.
Or like casualty. There's a margin of casualty, I think.
God, that's so fucked up. No, seriously though, it's just like why? If you want to call it anything else, it'll be cute. We go okay, but.
But does this mean now, because we have no King's Day, that we finally have dethroned Jesus?
That's what I was thinking. Or does that mean
No, because think about it now. He is thy king. He wears the crown of thorns. He's the king. Our Father who art in heaven, we pray, we worship. Has he now been dethroned? Forget about Trump. He's mortal flesh, but you're talking about other kings now. There's other kings besides somebody that pretend. Ancient Egyptian kings. Fucking kings of the old world, the old time. Triple H, the king of kings. Do we just say fuck all kings?
No, you want to know why? Because if you read the crowd and you look at everyone, the one thing they all have in common is they were poor. working check to check to check, week by week by week. Some might be getting benefits, for Social Security, but that's all it is. It's just like, what? Your hands out.
So is this a class issue? Because like you have kings, royalty, and then you have the peasants and fucking common folk. Is this
Absolutely.
like an uprising?
Absolutely. Resist. What's this? They live?
Okay, but if this was a real kingdom, then wouldn't the king be like, okay, send out the guards, put these people to fucking imprison all the fucking protesters? If this was medieval times, how would this go? I'm King Richard over here, and you're protesting in my kingdom. How is this gonna go? It's going two ways. Either I'm putting you in jail or I'm sentencing you to death. How did it go in this country? Everybody went home at the end of the day. Why? Because this isn't a kingdom. This is a country. We don't have a king. We have a president. We live in a democracy, whether people want to believe it or not. And you know what? You voted for fucking Trump to be in office. People that are complaining, you voted for the guy. You went out and physically voted for him.
It was peaceful, though. This was all peaceful. Really? I guess that people
peaceful can be peaceful is peaceful. I don't care about peaceful. I respect peaceful protesting. I think that most protests don't need violence unless violence was ensured, right? Violence calls for violence. But in this case, isn't this like a year later too? Like, wasn't this whole thing about like last year? So I remember this like last year too about the King's Day. And first of all, I feel like it's old. Second of all, I just don't get it. Like I said, we don't have a king. And we won't. At the end of three more years or whatever, he's out anyways. What are you going to protest then when no King's Day? You're going to do another no King's Day when we have a new president?
Just...
Are we going to still, when we have a new president, are we going to still am I still going to see these people protesting at Tesla? They're still protesting now. Elon hasn't even been in the office for how long, and they're still fucking down there protesting. All because why? They can't afford the fucking car? Is that what you're telling me here, Vic?
I look at it as in...
So you know what? Give these people some money. Give them stimulus. Send them home with some cash, and maybe they'll be happy and not protest. No money, no honey.
No, this is what you do. I'm the person of the people. You contact Amazon and you make the Audibles free for everyone. No more monthly payment. No more monthly wide open library. People can fucking listen to wherever they want.
So free music is your answer.
Well, the Audibles,
the free books.
Free books. So people can fucking educate themselves on what they're going. This is one of the dumbest. When I first heard about this, I seriously thought it was a TikTok trend. I thought it was a joke. It's like, really? We don't have kings in this country. What are we talking about here? And just like I had flashbacks, literal flashbacks of when Black Lives Matter had their protests. I start asking questions about the No Kings. And once again, all the fucking pushback from the Black Lives came on me again.
Well, Black Lives Matter gave you some shit?
Because I was asking questions.
It's because you don't have red hair, Vic. It's because you don't have red hair.
I guess not.
I don't know.
Facebook, Charlie Kirk will want everyone to have a great week. Have a great week. Upcoming week.
Would Charlie Kirk have celebrated No King's Day?
Fair question.
I'm just curious. Well, where would his stance be?
Probably not.
But knowing that he wasn't 100% political, and knowing that his religious beliefs say that there is no king but God, would he still might celebrate?
I don't think so because name anyone else that fucking stood up and fucking went out there too.
Because they're not protesting the right thing about no kings. You know, like I said, we're in the wrong country to be doing this. You want to do this in an oppressive nation.
It's like I
Yeah,
didn't see.
we see that's the difference. Yes, some of the people in this country are oppressed. It's not a great country. There's people in there. There's inequality. We talked to people the other day that are still seeing and unfortunately living active racism in 25, and that's sickening and sad to see. But
Yeah,
we are not. This nation is not oppressed. We still have rights and freedoms to do what we want. Go to a place like North Korea where you get out of line, you get fucking shot. You got propaganda. Your internet's restricted. Your TV is restricted. What you know for information is restricted. You're talking about free books. These people don't even know that their president takes a shit or not. They think he does not. You know, they think he's God, that he doesn't have to shit. They train the people to think that. Like it's crazy the propaganda that goes into that side of the country. Now, that's a kingdom. That's a king. That's oppressive. Go fucking over there and march. Go over there and fucking stand up. You feel that strong about no king, go down there and fucking protest North Korea.
yeah.
But how you all gonna protest somebody you voted for?
We ain't vote for him.
Key word is vote. He didn't like assassinate fucking Biden to become president. He was
Jeez,
elected. He was elected.
it's funny. It's funny how people can go out and say their freedom of speech, but when Charlie Kirk goes out and gives it his freedom of speech, he gets shot.
Yeah.
That kind of
Hey, we said our freedom of speech and got thrown out of wrestling.
Who says we're throwing out?
Believe me, we're out. We've been thrown out. Doesn't mean we're staying out. It's just been we've been thrown out.
What the fuck said that? I missed this memo.
Well, have you gotten any invites lately to any shows?
I haven't got any invites for any shows for a long time.
Well, mine was shorter than that, and I have not.
So they didn't invite us. Great.
I get invites to stay. I get invites to stay home, Vic. I get invites to stay home. We're no longer your premier source for independent wrestling in New England because the people don't believe in us. That's really what it comes down to. We've lost the people's trust. Next, they're going to be doing a No Sinners Day. They'll be out there fucking protesting us. The only difference between you and Charlie Kirk is that you can't shoot through a fucking computer screen.
No, if I seriously offended anyone from independent wrestling, I apologize. That was not my intent. That was not my purpose. That was not my anything. No. That was not my intent. That was not my purpose. My trying to be the best journalist that I could be, but not my intent to personally target anyone and anything without just. Now, except if you're the JWO because you fired the first shot and I gave back what you gave at me. So anything you can cry to me about, it's not really your fault. So it's like, if I'm not crying about it, who's the bigger person now? Just saying.
You know what? I think I want. You know what? I want to sponsor Victor Sin once a month to go out of his way to insult a pro wrestler and make them feel ashamed.
Like what?
And I want to go on.
I don't insult anybody. I bring peace on. Give me a wrestler. Give me any wrestler.
You know what? I saw her on my feed today. Taylor One Shot. She's doing great things in indie wrestling.
Doing great thing in wrestling. I mean, it's a real trailblazer in the sport. Northeast, right? I do believe.
Yeah, I've seen her all over the place. I've seen her in some of the biggest promotions out there. She's doing stuff about that, but I also saw that she was protesting as well, the No Kings.
That's absolutely. Sit down. Yeah, it's just terrorists wants to go to a protest with a bunch of people without any balls in the first place. I mean, that's a great shit place to be. I mean, it's a match made in heaven.
But I mean, do you think in general, like, I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, cause I was the first person that came across my feed, but I had others. Like a lot of the pro wrestlers in this that we know all supported the No Kings Day. I
It's
don't
just
know if any. I don't know who actually went. Any of people just
okay.
supported afar.
Okay, all joking aside, I just need a myth about Taylor One Shot need to be confirmed or denied. This keeps me up at night when I heard about this. I've heard about this through multiple sources, but they weren't very, stable. So it's like, okay. But it is one of those things that you just kind of like, So I can until that's I cannot give up.
It sounds like you have a KTB media issue to get through.
KTB Media is on another project right now, another assignment.
When they come back, maybe they can look into whatever they look. Let me give you somebody easier. Let me give you fucking.
The question is, what assignment is KTB Media on?
Well,
That's the
that's
question.
not from. I don't even want to know. I like to be surprised. Let me give you a different name. Let me say fucking. Let's go see TJ Crawford. He's out there doing the same shit, and would you be sponsored to go and insult him?
You want me to insult TJ Crawford?
I'm just saying if you would do it on a sponsorship. If he was going hardcore against whatever you were saying. I didn't see that he did or not. I'm just throwing names that we would know.
Dude, fucking get if you sponsor me, I'll fucking go to my local Christian priest and argue against him.
Yeah, but your priest is not for nothing, but the priest is fucking a radical. I mean, he believes in fucking the worst things about homosexuality and shit. I mean, I would fucking debate him and fucking tell him that his mother sucks cocks in hell.
No, not this one, because this one's bisexual.
Okay, so a priest, a woman, and a boy walk into a fucking commune. What do you get? A fucking orgy? I don't know. Like
he came out and said that he was bisexual, and right there it was just kind of
but
like.
wait a minute though. But let me ask you something. How do you even become bisexual when you're supposed to be celibate?
Have you ever been in a situation where and heard of the term you could hear a pin drop in a room?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
When he said that, you could just hear a fucking pin drop, like ding.
Well, you know what? I'm pretty sure. I mean, I went to a church once with my ex girlfriend, and like I said, I don't have no issues with anybody's genders, races, what they do, how they perform, what they have. You know, but there was two female ministers. They were totally lesbian. The whole congregation was cool with it. Nobody gave a fuck. She was a good minister. I can't say I had any issue. Her messages were straight. Her significant other, while it wasn't a minister, she ended up like helping and holding and doing other things. But at the end of the day, the messages of the book from God were still read. Now, it did make me kind of conflict in my head because obviously, if you go deep enough in the Bible, anything that they're doing is forbidden or heavily frowned upon. And so it gives me this hypocrisy of why do they want to be part of this religion that really doesn't accept them? They say Jesus accepts everyone and loves you all. Yes, but Christianity does not. And Jesus is not a religion. So it is questions to me that how can you be gay and be Christian? I don't see it. How could you actually be Christian and be part of any of the major religions? I don't see it. I would see it all being a conflict of interest. It would all be a conflict of your moral life. There, I mean, so you end up taking bits and pieces and making a new era, a new wave of the religion, and you're taking out older parts and fixing it in with newer parts and updating it. But is it really the same religion? I don't know.
Lights went down.
I don't go to church because of these hypocrisies, because there's a lot of it. Okay. I mean, I don't care one way or the other, but how are you going to say there and go in there and sin, or you're going to shun me for smoking weed, right? You're going to look at me because smoking weed. I'm doing the devil's letters here. And they're gay, but they're going to, I don't care they're gay, but they're going to judge me when cannabis isn't even in the Bible, but what they're very doing is considered forbidden in the Bible, and you're gonna sit here and judge me. It's like, well, fuck you, buddy. I'm sorry. It's like the guy that's fucking his, mistress on Saturday. You're gonna judge me. You're breaking one of the 10 Commandments, fucking on your wife. Go fuck yourself. You're breaking God's laws. You have no business judging me. You're going to hell already.
Speaking of going to hell, which I just got final confirmation on this. This is hot news on the Victor Sin's desk right now. That if any promoter, anyone who has a problem with me or say it's something I offend or anything like that, please reach out to one of us. We'll address it, either whatever way you want. We would.
What happens if they wait a minute though, Vic? You're giving too much power. What happens if there's a promoter out there that's angry with you, and he goes, I'm gonna handle it like this. I'm gonna bend you over, and I'm gonna shove a chainsaw up your fucking ass. You got to put some parameters here.
Well, that'll be interesting. That'll be very
Not for you, it won't. You'll be fucking dead or split in half.
Because that'll be very interesting. Because I like to announce right now in November, Killing the Business New England will be launched. This is the same energy, same vibe as Killing the Business worldwide, but in the New England area.
Oh God, yeah, it's gonna hone right in.
I just need one signature from the co-pilot over here, Mr. Raggedy Ann over here.
You got Raggedy Ann over there?
It's like you and your red hair. What? Was that a dare?
No, it's good change. Change it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's
Halloween season. Fuck it. People want to waste their whole day protesting a king. I'm gonna go around with red hair.
But yes, I like to talk to you at some point about Killing the Business New England.
Well, that sounds like a great idea.
It just that Killing the Business worldwide has so much momentum.
Well, it did have a lot of momentum. It really did, actually. But
I'm going to make this continue with the more research. I'm looking at Killing the Business New England.
Killing the Business is, like I said, it is known for honing. It's known for finding. It's known for searching. Now if you want to talk about promoters and you want to talk about things, and let's cut the jokes in a little bit. We were kind of confirmed on the last time we talked. Again, I'll take the mask off. I am trying to get used to wearing it though, because I am going to be making a short with this, and I'm trying to like get used to wearing it because I have to wear it for like pretty much half of the film, and then I got to be a different character the other half. So uh, it's also kind of why I dyed my hair because I'm using it for like one of the scene, like it's part of one of the killers for the movie, and I'm playing both roles, so I had to do something kind of different. I didn't want to do fucking wigs; they look like shit. So I just said, "Fuck it, we're going all in anyways." I got nothing else going on, but
Hey, no.
you know, you want to talk about fucking, it. Adam came on, Shiz came on. Shiz didn't say so much in so many words. He was very cordial about it, but I feel Adam did say basically that people had reached out, or there is some people talking in whispers in the locker rooms about us, or about things that we've said, or things that we've insinuated about promotions, or insulted people, whether it be your former issue with fucking Jeremy and Blitzkrieg, or the whole Randy Carver issue, which in my opinion got blown out of proportion because of a few things. A, Alex and his disrespect towards the fucking loss of a human life, which you were having a really hard week that week, and it obviously affected you harder than others. And I feel like he should have saw that and just backed the fuck off. By the time he was going on backing off, it was already too late. He already did the damage. B, Randy should have reached out to you almost instantaneously and just shot down whatever rumors or whatever that you thought was going on. All you had to say was, look, I'm not, I don't, Vic, I don't really know what's going on here. I don't honestly have time for it. He's not part of my promotion. If he's offended you, it's not me. Bye. That's all he had to say. Just acknowledge you that you had a grief and a grievance. I think you would have been straight with that and walked away. He kept ignoring you. Alex kept going, and you had to just get louder to get noticed. And I think that's where the issue lied. If people just respected and let you just fucking talk to you, you wouldn't have had to get so loud on that. You wouldn't have had to, hold buttons, which there was truth behind these things. These things weren't fabricated. Somewhere down the line, like I said, promotions, do screw people. And there were a bunch of people that were saying that Limitless was screwing people in 2021. Wasn't me, wasn't my company, but there was other companies out there. And knowing what we know now about the wrestling world being screwed by others, you can see that it can happen. Whether it's by accident or on purpose. It could have been accidental. It could have been something like, these people coming to me saying that, they got screwed. Could have been something like happened with you and Jeremy and them. It could have been like wrong logo, this and that. They got no resolve. They're just saying, now they're going around saying they got fucked. And so, and you never even said that. You just said that they were just clowns that were running the scenes and they couldn't handle it and do it right. But regardless, it could have all been avoided had the dude just answered you. That's it. That's all he had to do was just answer you.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that, if people are still butthurt over that, if people are butthurt the way this show goes, they have to realize this is fucking entertainment. If you get upset about things that are edgy, then maybe you gotta go back to watching PG TV. Watch movies that fucking don't cause any kind of stress. I don't know what to fucking say. I mean, we live in a world where the people push envelopes because it is entertaining. Because sometimes it's fun to talk about dark topics or fucking off topics or things that are a little controversial. Not because it's fucking we have to believe in it. It's because it's conversation starters. It gets people thinking, motivated, and moving. Good way, bad way, it don't matter. That's how entertainment works. That's how TV works. It's how wrestling works. Whether wrestling sucks, whether Monday Night Raw was the best Raw or the worst Raw, guess what? The wrestling fans are still going to talk about it.
The thing is, though, all these people can be butthurt hurt for whatever I say, and then when they're saying, but if I start showing them these, what's going to happen?
It
Open
probably wasn't
arms,
even you.
buddy.
It's probably something I said. I probably said something. Who knows? I get stoned and say whatever.
They say open arms, buddy.
You got to
Wait,
remember, I'm miserable. I haven't been happy since I ran my own show, Vic. I'm just a
yeah.
bitter old fucking man.
Who's apparently having a midlife crisis?
Now, that was years ago. I've already been through that. That's when I got married and had the kid. I was like, fuck it. I might as well just get married and have the kid. We did it all in one quick year. Just fucking bam. Wasn't like none of that fucking moonlight and shit. It's like, boom, we're going. No, but honestly, it's fucking what it is. Sorry people are offended, but that, again, it's what the show is intended to do. It's not intended to be taken seriously. Half of the time coming on here very stoned, we're just fucking around or joking or having a good time or fucking just saying shit that might be funny or might stick or might not be stick. If it's a real serious topic, you'll see people be real serious. You can tell the different segments. You can tell if it's a real truth. Like when we did the Mex episode, it was definitely different than us doing a fucking episode on somebody else or something else. That one we stopped for a minute and we fucking put down we were fucking acting like this was serious. There was a real serious issue in New England, or we had a real serious issue with a fucking person. Really wanted to call them out. It wouldn't be through fucking fun and games and laughter. It'd be serious. And it wouldn't be through here. We would message them first. And that's the thing. You message all these people multiple times. They've all ignored you. I mean, to be honest, I think that's disrespectful as all fuck to ignore you, because at the end of the day, they'll be the first ones to hit you up to say, hey, can you sponsor me?
Which they have. So,
But wrestlers are wrestlers, man. They're always going to do what they're going to do.
Just give me the other wrestlers that's actually good at bad name.
I don't know. I'm just mad that I bought this Howling figure. But then I realized that the bottom was fucking torn. So now it's got to be open. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I know what I'm going to do with it. I guess I'm going to put it with my fucking Werewolf from London figures, because I don't have a wolf for that. But it's like...
lame.
It is lame. I don't like that it's fucking ripped. I wish Target would take care of their fucking shit that they put on the shelves. If you're gonna stock shelves and stock it right, people buy these collectibles if you know anything about anything. Don't go fucking, half of the boxes were torn or ripped to shreds. It was an Evil Dead one that was ripped up too. Who's gonna spend $60 fucking on a ripped up fucking collectible? Nobody.
No.
I mean, this was 40 something, but I'll be honest, when I see ripped shit like that, if there's no barcode, there's no barcode. Somebody rips off the barcode, I can't scan it.
That's true.
But people in these stores are stupid anyways. I try to get help. They I don't know what it is. I don't know how to price that. They ended up giving it to me half off, but it's not the point. There was other stuff I was trying to buy. The kid was like, I don't even know. It's not even ours. Just take it. I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm going to take it. I mean, if it's not yours, then it's not yours. If you're telling me this item is not yours, then that means it's a stray item in the store. I'm going home with it. Bye. I mean, people don't want to do their fucking job. That's not my problem. If I go into a grocery store and everything's priced at $1 by accident, I'm not going to complain and say, you guys are pricing wrong. I'm going to buy everything for a goddamn $1 that I can.
Yeah.
Because it's not my fault. It's theirs. It's on them. You're running a business. You're running a business. If you want to do it in error, then fine. But know that there's consequence.
You have to be a good citizen and tell them.
No, I don't. Because that same corporation will fire you for doing nothing. Fuck your family. Fuck your fucking loved ones. Polluting the atmosphere. Fucking doing whatever other shady shit they do behind their back. They're greedy corporations. Don't have to be a good citizen about nothing. to no corporation. You want no kings? That's fine. I want no corporations. I want only mom and pop owned businesses. No Targets, no Walmarts, none of these fucking big fucking places. You know what? At the end of the day, they just fuck the people.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's where I stand. I'm like, fuck a corporation.
Fuck them all.
Pretty much.
Fuck them all.
Well, we're gonna only do an hour tonight, anyways, because it's Sunday, and I'm gonna go play Fortnite. You're more than welcome to join me if you want, but I gotta go back into fucking playing some shooting games and fucking chilling. I know we got a fucking slow ass week this week, except Thursday. I think we got one good person coming on, which I am excited about. Tuesday I'll be off the air though, like I say, it's my wife's birthday. And then I don't know what else is going on.
We
Maybe
should.
some.
I know there's a couple of new shows that might pop up. Not this coming week, but next week.
I'll give you a challenge for the week. Find me a king. Bring me a king online. Bring me a fucking king to come on the show. I don't even care if it's like King Jerry Lawler. And let's interview them about what they think about King's Day.
I'll bring a Joe King.
Bring me the Burger King.
Bring Joe
Which
King.
you know what? Not for nothing. They fucking they canceled the Burger King because they said he was too scary. I don't think that's the truth. I think they canceled him because he was a king.
Yeah,
But
fine.
if you want to bring the Tiger King out, you can bring the Tiger King. I don't care. I honestly don't. Bring me any king right now. I want to talk to them.
He's offensive. The king figure's offensive.
Who?
The king's offensive. The king's offensive.
Bring me a king of comedy then. Bring me somebody. Bring me one king. Just one.
Just keep on wearing that mask.
I will. You should see what the people think when I look in their windows wearing it. Especially when they're trying to sleep. Halloween season around here, people know don't fuck around. They close their blinds. They know I'll be creeping around.
Tomorrow, once there's a chance, we start talking about the GoFundMe account we put together to bail Versace out of jail.
No. Just, I won't get caught because, like I said, most of the people in this neighborhood know. They know it's Halloween season. It's like the people that know that their houses and cars are going to get egged. They just park their cars inside. It's the same thing. Just shut your shades, and I won't try to scare you.
Well, maybe I want you to
Not like
watch.
that fucking other guy in New York that was going in and tickling people. I don't go in the houses. People go in there tickling people.
Yeah, good point.
Some guy in Vermont was going around tickling assholes. Swear to God. But that was northern Vermont, though.
Yay! My people making me proud once again.
Well, you're not from the north. You're from the south of Vermont. If you guys ever had a civil war, though, I have to be honest, you people get slaughtered. You guys don't got modern equipment. No roads, no fucking bridges, nothing.
I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah, but they got skis up in the northern side. They're a little sharp.
Skis. What is this, James Bond?
Kinda.
Hey!
If we're talking James Bond, that means a Kara should be fucking. You think that whole thing? They should do a special then from Russia with Love, the Marshall Slamovich story.
I'm gonna start making a Bond.
I want to watch a Bond movie. I might watch Pussy Willow or Goldfinger. I like Goldfinger myself, though.
That's good.
You know, I like Bond because the villains were good. The classic villains.
They were cool. Did we just lose you? And just like a horror movie classic, he just fades away.